So we will now move on with motion 18 with FOP Nepal, and we are currently preparing their presentation now. We have no delegate present, so we will do their presentation online and use the same online system for questions as before. Before we begin, I can see that the video is 8 minutes and 52 seconds. I would like emotion cards up high, green if you would like them to finish all the way through the end, or red if you would like to limit it to 5 minutes. I see majority green, so we'll finish the video to the end.
Good morning, everyone. I am Niraj Bartaula, President of Forum for Pharmacy, Kathmandu University, and similarly, I am also working as a contact person to IPSF, International Pharmaceutical Student Federations. So today I am submitting a pre-recorded video to IPSF. So I'm going to tell something about FOP. FOP was established in 1999 by the pharmacy student of Kathmandu University. I see majority green, so we'll finish the video to the end.
So we've muted it, yeah. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Niraj Bartaula, President of Forum for Pharmacy, Kathmandu University, and similarly, I am also working as a contact persons to IPSF, International Pharmaceutical Student Federations. So today I am submitting a pre-recorded video to IPSF. So I'm going to tell something about FOP. FOP was established in 1999 by the pharmacy student of Kathmandu University for the welfare of pharmacy education and a professional as a whole. So it represents Forum for Pharmacy student studying pharmacy at Kathmandu University. So there are total 226 members in our association. That means from each year we have almost 60 members in our association. That means we have 4 years. So there are different values and aims of our association. So I'm going to tell something about the objectives of our association, Forum for Pharmacy. The main objective is to carry out different activities to improve the knowledge, skills, and attitude of the student in the professional and academic matters. Similarly, to organize different activities at a community level for social benefit in relation to pharmacy and pharmaceutical science. Similarly, bridging or establishing contact with the professional pharmaceutical organization and also with other organizations of pharmaceutical students. Similarly, promoting the exchange of ideas by correspondence and by encouraging full dissemination of scientific and professional knowledge. Encouraging and promoting international visit and exchange of students. This shall be done in collaboration with international pharmaceutical student federations. Publishing the annual newsletter of the department, that is the PharmaQuest magazine. So we have been publishing this PharmaQuest magazine in each year. This is annual magazines or annual newsletter that has been published by the FOP. Similarly, we have organized different types of the activities by the Forum for Pharmacy. So I would like to tell some of the major activities that has been performed by Forum for Pharmacy. The major activities is health camp. So we have recently organized a health camp at Robbie OP where almost 300 people has been benefited by our health camp. We have taken different types of the types of the specialist doctors from the Likhel Hospital, orthopedic doctor, similarly nephrologist, similarly cardiac doctors, and we have organized a health camp as Robbie OP. Similarly, another our important program is a blood donation program. In blood donation programs, we have during the devastating earthquake that has recently occurred in the Nepals, there was a crisis of the blood in the blood bank. So as a part of annual programs or as a part of our activities of the Forum for Pharmacies, we, the student of Forum for Pharmacy, has organized a blood donation programs, and more than 356 people have donated their blood, and this has provided some benefit to the blood bank also. So another is a diabetes camp. We have been organizing a diabetes camp separately in the different types of the rural areas of Nepal. Similarly, another is tuberculosis awareness campaign. We have organized different types of the mass rally on these days. Similarly, recently we have organized HIV/AIDS awareness program on that day by distributing different types of the ribbon to the people and organizing a talk program on the topic of HIV and AIDS program. Similarly, on the World Pharmacist Day, in this now World Pharmacist Day is coming, but in previous year we have organized a mass rally in World Pharmacist Day, and similarly we have organized a talk program by inviting different types of the dignitaries or legend of pharmacy professions in the common platform and discussing about the challenges and opportunity of pharmacy in the Nepal. And similarly, in that program we have invited different types of the dignitaries of the pharmacy profession. For example, Director General from Department of Drug Administration, that is the regulatory affairs or regulatory body of Nepal. Similarly, we have invited Dr. Sanindra Raj Ufreti. He is the chief secretary, the health secretary. I mean, he's health secretary at Ministry of Health and Populations. Similarly, we have in partnership with different types of the association, that is pharmacy association, that is Nepal Pharmaceutical Association, that is the first association of the Nepal, which represent almost all the pharmacy students in Nepal. Similarly, JIPAN, we call it JIPAN, Graduate Pharmacy Association of Nepal. Similarly, FAN and Pharmacy Society of Nepal, PSON. In addition to it, we have also organized antibiotic resistance awareness program recently, since the antibiotic resistance problem is a major problem in the developing country like Nepal. So we have organized is by inviting different types of the stakeholder from public health association. Another is GARB, that is Global Antibiotic Resistance Awareness, that is organizations which have been working for the antibiotic resistance. Similarly, we have recently invited Dr. Samir Murni Dixit. He is a research scientist working in this antibiotic resistance, and he is also the co-founder of CMD and Center for Molecular Dynamics Nepal. Another, beside this, we have also recently organized a career counseling program in our own hall at CB Raman Auditorium, Kathmandu University, by inviting different peoples from, for example, we have invited a guest from Nepal Drug Limited, which is under the supervision of Nepal government. It has been providing different types of the ORS, non-penicillin group of medicines, paracetamol. So we have invited the general manager of Nepal Drug Limited, Dr. Robos Kusum Subedi. Similarly, we have also from the industrial sectors, we have invited Jaivir Karmachare from industrial sector. He is the factory operation head at Omnica Pharmaceutical Laboratory. In addition to it, some of the people, some of the students of the Kathmandu University are interested in going in research, so we have invited some dignitaries from research field also. In addition to it, herbal sector is also growing day by day in the Nepal, since Nepal is a country, a land of Himalayas, and different types of the medicinal plants like Yarsagumba, Cordyceps sinensis are found in Nepal. So regarding this also, we have invited Dr. Prakash Gyauli. He is working at Department of Drug Administration, and he is an Ayurvedic scientist. And now recent trend is that many students from the Kathmandu University are planning to establish a career as a medical representative, area sales manager. So we have thought to invite the guests from this marketing field also. So we have invited the general manager of National Healthcare Limited, Mr. Ajay Pandey, and he has also provided some guidance to our students how to go into the marketing field. So these are some of the career counseling program that we have been organizing in each year by Foreign Pharmacy. Beside this regular FOP event, other programs shall be organized as appropriate as we think. For example, we are now, tomorrow we will be organizing a webinar program on the pharmacoeconomics via one of our guest will be Dr. Sabal Khanal. Dr. Sabal Khanal we will be organizing. So these are the program that addresses the area relating to health, medicines, pharmacy professionals shall be designed, developed and conducted. Creative ideas and proposals for such programs shall be called and received, and open enthusiasms discussion and conducted. So these are some of the activities that we have been conducting in each year. So in spite of this, as appropriate we think, we will organize different sorts of related program that would be needed to the student of Kathmandu University. And since I could not come, since due to my exams, internal exams and final exam, I could not attend the General Assembly at Taiwan. So I am submitting this pre-recorded video to IPSF. Hope the videos has covered most of the topic that FOP is going through. So thank you for watching my pre-recorded video. Thank you.
So we will now open the floor for discussion. Just a reminder to limit all questions and comments to 1 minute, and the overall open discussion will have a time limit of 7 minutes. Yep, so CPSA Croatia, followed by IPF Portugal.
Diana, CPSA Croatia. First of all, I'd like to thank them for their presentation, and I would just like to ask them to shortly explain their relationship with the other association in Nepal, NPSA. Thank you.
IPF Portugal.
Okay, IPF Portugal. I would like to know how they will guarantee that the association won't return to being inactive. They say the CP will be active and it has access to internet, but the mandates are for 1 year. So in the long term, how can they assure this continue to be active?
Do you have any further questions or comments while we await their response? So in response to CPSA Croatia's question regarding the association between NPSA Nepal and FOP Nepal, their response was, currently we are a different organization. We belong to the Kathmandu University, whereas they belong to Tribhuvan University. And in response to IPF Portugal, the previous contact person was not so, sorry, am I speaking fast? The previous contact person was not so active. He didn't used to be in contact with IPSF, but now I am the contact person and I am in direct contact with the IPSF via Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and so on. So now onwards, we will be in touch with IPSF regularly, so we could have participation in the different activities and programs of IPSF, directly or indirectly. I will be a contact person for 4 years of undergraduate pharmacy at Kathmandu University and use my knowledge and help from IPSF to provide training to the FOP members. EMU PSS Cyprus.
Safia, EMU PSS Cyprus. I'd like to ask them how they are going to be implementing the student exchange program in Nepal.
Clarification from Michael, IPSF Executive.
Michael, IPSF Treasurer. Just to give you guys some background information, because from the Treasury records, I've actually got a bit of, I know the historical in and out of the Nepalese associations. FOP was in a very similar circumstance as NPSA. You guys might remember from the presentation that in, I think it was 2015, 2014, due to a natural disaster, earthquake, it sort of severed all communication ties and made them completely unreachable, both organizations, so they were both in the same boat. Prior to that, they were both members of IPSF and engaged at the same time. And they're both currently in good financial standings with me.
A reminder that it is a point of information and not a clarification. IPSF Executive. So the response to EMU PSS Cyprus is currently we are trying our best to get help from our department so that we can continue this SEP program. Because they used to have SEP previously. BUPS Bangladesh.
WPS Bangladesh. I wanted to know where they get the funding for all the programs that they implement.
IPSA Malaysia.
Okay, I'm just want to say my opinion. Okay, actually, the CP and also president of the association, Niraj Bartaula, has been contacting me and all of my excos for the past 2 years. He's really asking us what is going on in IPSF, what are the developments of IPSF, even though he's no longer a member at that time. So that is really eager and it's a very good connection with Malaysia. And I think some APRO association also, he keeps on contacting us. So that shows he's actually a very good CP. If in 4 years, I think they can maintain it. All right.
In response to BUPS Bangladesh, in regards to BUPS Bangladesh's question with the fees and where they will be obtaining them from, the response is, regarding the application fee, our Kathmandu University has finally agreed to pay, and for organizing different activities by FOP, we have been collecting the registration fee, 500 NRS, from each student, and in spite of it, different hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, and chain pharmacies have been supporting us. We have a direct comment from Brian, IPSF executive.
Just one, Brian, April chairperson. Can I read out a statement from my regional working group? Because it's a little bit, at the moment, I got an answer now, so I can say it. So my regional relation officer say the current SIP or the contact person is active and he is really good in giving feedback and the response within several hours. That's all I just wanted to mention that.
IPSF Algeria.
Anas, IPSF Algeria. First, I'd like to thank them for this great presentation. SEP is mainly based on communication. I'd like if they are thinking about taking the same measures for CO as they are taking them for CP, and if so, how are they planning to do so? Thank you.
So because we have reached 7 minutes already, we have provided your question to them and we will get their response, but we will not be taking any more comments from now on. So the answer is to IPSF Algeria. The answer is yes, they will take the same measures to improve communication for the SEO as they did with the CP. Okay. And with that, we will now proceed to close discussion. So can I please have all laptops and mobile phones turned off and the live stream turned off and all doors guarded. And we will now disconnect with the delegate from FOP Nepal. We are now connecting to FOP Nepal. Can I have confirmation that the live stream is turned on? Thank you.
Muted. Muted you. I don't know.
I will now announce the results. I would like to congratulate FOP Nepal as a new member and association of IPSF and welcome them to the Federation.